Hi, and thank you for having me. I've spent my entire career fighting climate change, as the chief operating officer at the Department of Environmental Protection, where I also served as the incident commander during Hurricane Sandy, and as sanitation commissioner. I know what New York City has to do to prevent and prepare for climate change. Unfortunately, climate change did not stop because of COVID. We now have two concurrent crises, COVID and climate. We must act now. We have an obligation to future New Yorkers. We have to reduce emissions now. I know we can do it by making it easy to do the right thing, incentivizing buildings to transform oil and gas systems to highly efficient heat pump technologies, make low emission modes of transportation faster and safer, triple the availability of public car chargers, and incentivize New Yorkers to install charging infrastructure at home. We must also make radical infrastructure changes across all sectors. Convert Rikers into a renewable energy zone, implement the Green New Deal for NYCHA, convert food waste into energy, implement offshore wind, and build transmission lines for renewable energy. And we need neighborhood-based resiliency strategies with a focus on environmental justice communities to protect against future flooding with a real framework for all 520 miles of city coastline with the same focus on the Rockaways as Manhattan. We need to bring our most vulnerable utilities underground and green every single school roof and replace blacktop schoolyards with brand new green spaces, starting with neighborhoods more than a half a mile from a park. We must make low emission forms of transportation the easiest, fastest, most convenient, and most affordable choice for New Yorkers, with new dedicated bus lanes and signal priority, by expanding protected bike lanes into an interconnected network, and integrating our public transit into a one-swipe system, and ensure our public spaces serve the public first by making open streets permanent and having complete streets. We have to win the war against asphalt and asthma and make New York City a green oasis. This means increasing parks funding to 1% of the city budget, replacing blacktop schoolyards with brand new green spaces, and renovating parks in communities hit hardest by COVID-19. Continuing to plant new trees and prioritize communities with the highest asthma rates, and launching a Green Boulevard program in all 5 boroughs that pairs complete streets with new blue belts, ground plantings, and trees to reduce asphalt and improve our air quality. As sanitation commissioner, I worked with stakeholders to develop the plan and led the fight to achieve the city's zero waste goal by 2030. We must continue to work by opening composting facilities in all 5 boroughs, reinstating the curbside composting program, and working quickly to make it mandatory when service is available citywide, and following through on the Save As You Throw program. Lastly, we can be visionary and practical at the same time. The future of New York City's jobs will be in the green economy. As we upgrade building systems and expand renewable energy production, we will need a new and expanded workforce of building trades, information technology specialists, and system engineers to properly maintain and operate them. We must ensure our public education system is preparing every graduate for a green collar job. That means creating from CUNY colleges and trade schools to private sector and public sector jobs in clean energy and building systems, and guaranteeing good paying jobs for graduates and recruiting from our neighborhoods most impacted by a legacy of environmental racism. In closing, thank you for having me today. Our future starts here with you, our CUNY schools and students, and with events like the Greenlight Festival, which shines a light on the climate crisis. I know together we can get this done. Thank you.